You know how Richard Linklater recently said not a lot of adult movies get put into theaters because, his Hitman movie was on Netflix? Now, this is an adult movie, and it makes you wonder why Searchlight did not put it in theaters. Chase Liaki here with the Blue Futon reviewing the Bikeriders. So what's it about? This is based off a true story about the book called The Bikeriders, where we're following Tom Hardy, Jodie Comer, and Austin Butler through this bike gang from I want to say 63 to 75 in the Chicago, Illinois, or Midwest region. And we do have more bikers coming from California and other chapters of this biker gang. So do you like this film? I enjoyed it. So this is what the adult movies I want to see. Something serious, something down to earth. This is probably the most movie that's based off a book. And what I mean by that is I feel like I don't need to read the book because how it's told. It's told in such a methodical way of the reporter is interviewing Jodie Comer and what she is seeing, and also he is interviewing the biker gang. And it just feels like I am in the room. I'm in these fields with this biker gang, how it's shot, how it's choreographed, how the costumes are, the score and the soundtrack is really fucking great. Yes, you can say some issue with the pacing, and you can feel the audience members kind of getting antsy in some scenes for where the movie is going, but the ending is just gut-wrenching, and just the movie itself is fucking great. Again, why does Searchlight not release this in December? Maybe they thought, nah, maybe it's not going to make a lot of money. It's not Oscar movie as we thought. So, of course, Focus bought it. So, I'm very intrigued of what this is going to do in the box office. But like I said, the acting is phenomenal. Everyone involved. You have Happy Anderson, I think that's what his name in it. You have Norman Reedus in it. You have Boyd Holbrook. Like I said, you have the three main actors and actresses in this movie. And it's just really freaking good. And this whole storyline of where the biker gang was to what it is today, and I find that very fascinating. So let's talk about that. I don't want to spoil the ending, but the guy's a bitch. You might be like, Chase, how dare you say that in front of a camera? But let's be honest. Fucking integrity. It's just like, that is what you realize back in the day, in today's day and age, is people don't care about integrity. They care about themselves. And it's pretty shocking that, it's a human nature thing. People are willing to just say and kill people just to get their own way, even though if you're a fucking narcissistic fuck. So I hated that part of the movie, even though it's based on a true story, where it's like, you saw this happen. You're not gonna I don't know, vengeful revenge, because if you do a gentleman's agreement by saying we're gonna go buy knives, and you pull out some Indiana Jones bullshit, it's like, man, you don't deserve it. At a point that you would think that the motorcycle game would be like, this guy has no integrity. We should not let this happen. But everyone just followed in step, hook and ladder. And you're just like, what are we doing? And you're just like, come on now. But that storyline is a little bit of a bummer. But the overall story of Jodie Comer and Austin Butler does have a pretty good ending. How it is ended. Ending, of course, you idiot. But no, like I said, I'm very intrigued for what this is going to do in the box office. Will it get above 10 million, under 10 million? What adults will go see this? And I do think the older crowd will go see it, because when's the last older crowd movie? Well, it hasn't been Inside Out 2, has been Bad Boys. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is probably the latest one, so I think this will do pretty good. And Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes actually only dropped actually went up 4% this past weekend. That's freaking bonkers. But no, the Bikeriders. Technically, the costumes are fantastic. The editing is great. How it's shot. Yes, you could say also that you could tell that, they're on carts on some scenes, and they probably weren't going as fast as they should because of the hair motion. So you can see that. But the makeup is pretty good overall when it comes to that. Costumes, like I said, the soundtrack, the score, the acting, it was nitty gritty, and I felt like I was in this world. Yes, some pacing issues of keep going to these parties of okay. I think they do that on purpose, though, to prove that, the biker gangs are really mostly just about talking about bikes, getting drunk, having sex, and that's about it until this new crew comes in after Vietnam. But getting to know some of these side characters also is really good, especially like Holbrook's character and Shannon's character. Getting to know their backstories really did just enhance the movie. So overall, you can tell I'm a sucker for the Bikeriders. It's in my top 10 of the movie right now, or of the year right now. It is in my top 5. Will it stay in the top 10? Who knows? I'll say right now, though, this year for movies is pretty weak. There hasn't been a lot of 90% movies. Like, not even anything. Nothing's been close to 100. Like Society of the Snow. There's been a couple good, great movies this year, but overall, I've been pretty underwhelmed. But the Bikeriders gives me hope. So the Bikeriders will receive a 4.5 out of 5 Futons. It goes at 90%. Let's see what the critics and user scores gave this one. So the critics 82% with 50 of them. No audience score. Critic consensus: fueled by a charismatic cast and the gritty authenticity of writer-director Jeff Nichols' approach, the Bikeriders offers a conventional yet impactful look at motorcycle culture. Absolutely, yeah. Mike Faist, that's the guy, the reporter. He was in Challengers. I was like, I know that guy. But there was a lot of people in this movie where we'd be like, I know that person. I know that person. I know that person. But anyway, 90, 82. Chase Black here with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't know things Butantopia. You Blue Futon. Thank you for watching. Great day. I can't to stay tomorrow, a week from a month, and a year from now. Every single freaking one of you. Peace and love. Peace and love. And yes, I used to ride dirt bikes, but not no more. I probably won't ever get on a motorcycle again just because of these automated cars and just people not paying attention on the road by texting and driving. No, thank you.